Support Pro Play Games on Patreon.
Streamer, by the way.
Oh,
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Round 2, TCG Con X PPG. We got another cool feature up here. We got a newly signed player. We got Midwest Gaming's Fuji. Newly Midwest Gaming's, by the way. And we also have another legend in the house here. We have the predecessor to Jeff Leonard. Jason Leonard is queuing up against Fuji here. I'm excited for this matchup, dude.
I'm really excited for this match. Apparently, these guys have this is a grudge match, guys.
Oh, it's a grudge match?
So, these guys have played in multiple finals of the MBT Chalice Line Monthly.
No,
so,
the Chalice Line.
This is, all bars off, bro.
All bars off.
They're going to play in person now.
Somebody's
so
got the little Chalice Line trophy, but somebody's going to be advancing onto the prize pool that we have for the Pro Play Tour. So I'm going to bump it over to the players. Let's get them started.
Click my clock and start it.
All right, so as we said, we have Midwest Gaming's Fuji piloting a SwordSoul strategy, as well as Jason Leonard on a Shaddoll Invoked deck.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see. I think Jason's camo is actually a little bit frozen there. That's a little, that's funny. Hold on, let me fix it.
Okay, starting off with Prosperity.
Look at him just smiling there, bro. I got to fix it. Where's his camera?
Choosing to banish 6 years. He's digging.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, and let's activate the other cam too for Fuji.
Oh, is Fuji frozen too?
Yep.
No.
Frozen Fuji.
Frozen Fuji. Oh, Fuji's cam. He doesn't want to see it. Man, we didn't want to see him either.
Yeah.
People don't want to see him either. Hold on. We're having a little bit of difficulties with Fuji's cam here. I'm going to try to get it fixed up. Is that the correct cam, actually? That's
no, the cam got moved. No, the cam. Here, I'll fix it. One second.
Standard Alistair plays going on, by the way. We got a normal summon an Alistair, search the invocation. No hand trap to meet it. Probably going to end on a pack. That's not. Hold on. Let me change it. Where's he? Where's. Fuji's got a little alias picture, right? We can throw that up there, I think.
It looks like both cameras frozen in anyway.
Yeah, okay. It looks like the cameras are freezing up here. What was that? Yeah. All right, Chad, hold on. Hold on. Brief moment. We're going to try to fix this up, okay? All right, chat. Problem solved. Oh, I think we switched headsets.
Yeah.
No problem.
All good, all good. We're back.
We're back.
And
All right, so we get to see our players' lovely smiling faces there. I've completely lost track of life points at this point. So, I mean, if if somebody in chat can enlighten us here. It is not 8-8 as I would imagine.
Yep.
Saw some standard Shaddoll Invoked plays to get up the Macabre. And then it looks like Fuji is popping off on some SwordSoul combos here with Taya.
With Taya,
I
and
think
you know
Taya
what?
got hit with
Taya
the
got
infib,
stopped
yeah.
with infib, and then now Fusion Destiny came down. So we have DP SwordSoul. So Fusion actually stayed with me last night. Wait, that sounds kind of Monka W. But anyways, he was actually theorizing playing DPE because he really likes the card conceptually. He wants to play a more control build of SwordSoul, and that's what he's aiming to go for here. So put Fusion Destiny in his deck, and I think that's a really good meta call, and we'll see.
Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, getting rid of the Macabre.
Taya attacks directly.
Yeah, that is 18. I'm going to assume that's first blood.
I think so.
Okay, so Fuji took the 18. Big 18 minus. Look at that, the future chat. We're insane.
Wrong one, wrong
Did
one.
I do it? Okay, never mind. I just hit the you can hit the refresh button actually.
Yep. Okay. So set back row, Taya, DP comes back.
Yep, standby phase. Scurrying.
So
on
actually, you guys may or may not know this, but it actually matters because turn play priority has the option to bring back their DP first. And I think it actually does matter to a certain extent, but I think it's fine here.
back. Why would it matter?
Because you can bring back your own DP first and then use DP's effect using your player priority. So before your opponent's DPs comes
Brings back
back,
their own, yeah.
which allows you to pop a card and so that they cannot chain their own DP to pop another card, right? So,
Jason's going to declare the effect of Destroy Phoenix Enforcer.
yep.
Destroy Phoenix Enforcer destroys a card on the field non-targeting after the effect resolves.
Yep. One card on your side and one card on either player's board.
Correct. Fuji's thinking up, looking at his hand there.
Contemplating the options. Let's see what happens
Curious
here.
what he's got in there.
I think Fuji's contemplating maybe a blackout here on the tie to pop the 2 back row and keeps his DP alive. Because Jason will not have a card on resolution to pop on his side of the field, DP will resolve without effect. So he gets to keep his DP to pop, like let's say like a potential meltdown or something along those lines. But let's see what happens here. Contemplating the options right now. Changes the blackout as I suspect. Yes, exactly
Yes, sir.
it.
Blackout.
So blackout targeting the 2 cards. And like I said, because DP will not be able to pop one card on your own side of the field, it will not pop.
Jason thinking.
Contemplating actions here.
Going to let it go here. I'm curious what the other back row was.
Punishment.
A punishment? Okay.
Yep.
So he's going to trigger his own Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, and then,
Right.
like we said, Fuji's going to be able to keep his own for the potential meltdown that comes down.
Exactly.
But it is a
Alistair
Invoker,
instead.
Ali Star.
Which we did know because he went Invocation last turn.
He did,
so
and he added
the
it
card
back.
was in his hand.
All right, Jason's going to pick up another Invocation here.
Okay.
Still has to deal with the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, but
One of the cool things about Invocation is that it is able to banish like your opponent's DP, which allow and make Agoides. So the Invoked deck has outs to its own DP or like opposing DPs, which I think is like one of the hallmarks of what makes a good DP deck. And while Maximus comes down here, and here's Fuji's predicament, right? Does he pop the Maximus, ultimately putting his DP in the graveyard? If he does so, the Invocation is then able to banish your opponent's DP. So
and you
a
can
lot
make
to
either
think about
the
here.
Oigides or the Caligo,
Caligo,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
Tough things to consider here.
Important thing to know is Maximus does not lock you out of the extra deck until it activates its effect.
Yes.
So the summoning of it is enough pressure to put on Fuji here to have to make a decision. Fuji, if he were to let this Maximus resolve, it could dump like an Omega, which could also be bad for his Destroy Phoenix Enforcer.
Yep.
Because that'll just throw it back as well.
I think the biggest issue is that Jason might be actually playing Shaddoll cards. So, like, App Clone actually gets a lot of value here from Jason. So, it's going to be very difficult.
I think at the moment, though, Fuji's not aware that
He
Jason
said
is
okay.
playing.
He said okay.
Okay, all right,
And
cool.
Jason declares a Maximus.
Seeing if he
effect.
declares the Maximus or continues to push his plays here.
I actually like Fuji's patience here.
Me too.
I think like it actually makes a lot of sense in this game state because if Jason activates Maximus, and you know Fuji chains, like there's no way to force out DP here unless you send in Tis and Omega, right? From Jason's side. And not only that, if he activates Maximus, Jason cannot activate his invocation afterwards, being locked out of the extra deck. So.
Yes. And depending on what Fuji has in his hand, he could have a follow-up to be able to deal with that simplified board state.
Right, exactly. See what happened. Fuji has one card in his hand. Celestial can.
The Maximus is getting activated here, so we are going to see the 2 dump. Let's see what Jason elects to dump here.
So Intis and Titaniclad.
Okay.
Okay, Omega and Anaconda went down.
Anaconda is completely worthless there, yeah.
So we have Chainlink when Intis target the DP, and let's see. Oh my God, is there
Chainlink to destroy Phoenix Enforcer? Probably going to get rid of the Maximus, I'd assume.
Yeah, makes sense to me here.
Yep, see ya. All right. Okay, so now Jason is locked out of his extra deck, so that Alley Star there is just, he's just chilling. Yeah, he's reading.
He is. The thing is, Fuji sent an Omega, and with only one Alistair in the graveyard, that Omega will have a lot of value. Okay, Jason's going for the draw 2 here. See what happens. So set Invocation, we know that for sure.
Meltdown.
Okay.
Yikes.
I think it's fair to activate this now, right? There's no better time to activate it, especially with DP coming back every time. I think it makes sense to activate it. 1,000 points of damage comes down here from Ali the Star.
Look at him getting in there.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, it didn't update the life, did it? What's the deal with the life? I just fixed it.
Let me get it.
Just a second, hold on. There we go.
There it is. All right.
All right, Ecclesia is going to pick up, probably, what did he pick up with Ecclesia? I missed it.
He's picking up Fleur-de-Lis, most likely.
Most likely, yeah. Destroy Phoenix Enforcers, they're coming back to enforce.
Jason went Chainlink 1 DP, and it was Chainlink 2 Blackout. So that's what was the Chainlink that happened.
Got a judge question here, I think. Looks like the game state was repairable. What was it?
All right, chat. It was basically what happened was a card, dropped, and all cards were known. So we just told him to put it back into the deck and shuffled. It's no big deal.
Just a dropped card, yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes you can get a little bit hardcore with that and enforce the rules and everything. But in most cases, they're repairable.
Clean players, just want to make sure that everything was fine for the stream. So he called us over to make sure things were good and
very respectable.
No chatting of chats are happening. Okay, Emergence coming down here and chaining DP. I like that. So popping.
Jason's gonna let it go.
So this is interesting, right? Because do you pop the Ecclesia to stop Fleur, or do you pop the DP, right? Both are problematic for Fuji in this position.
If you pop his DP, though, Jason does not have an extra deck monster on the field. So, I mean,
that's true.
Until you get to the point where an extra deck monster on the field, all your SwordSoul cards would be safe.
That also makes a lot of sense. So, does make the most sense. I think we know what the set on the far left is.
I think it's the Invocation.
It's Invocation, yeah, that he searched.
I don't think we know either of the unknown cards that Jason drew off of his
no, it was Meltdown, which grabbed
Meltdown was one.
Alistair, so there's only one unknown. There's something great for this time. Yeah, no, what I meant was Fleur in terms of later in the turn, where for example negating Shijia or something like that actually is important. So Chainlink 2 DP is gonna pop the Emergence that's still on the field. Then he's going to choose to pop.
Targeting Destroy Phoenix
Yep.
Enforcer. Okay. Yep.
There it is. Emerges now resolves to activate. Or sorry, it now resolves to add.
Okay. And I'm assuming Jason's going to activate his DP. on
Another
the separate
tie is coming here. So Fuji's playing a very interesting list. I believe he's on triple tie, multiple blackouts, playing a more controlled normal summon variation of the deck. And I think with DP it actually makes a lot of sense.
I like the DP because being able to add back Ecclesia, sometimes that's a lot of advantage. A lot of decks can't deal with that every turn.
Exactly. Omega here is then going to shuffle back Jason's DP back into his extra deck.
Good night.
And Fuji now has 2 cards in his hand, 1 tie, 1 unknown. Will he be able to force out a draw 2 this turn? Normal summon tie here. Does it prompt any responses? Activates the effect.
Can't imagine there's any response.
Blackout here. Actually super crazy. Guaranteeing that tie resolves regardless. So multiple ties, multiple blackouts here is actually coming in super clutch.
All right. Keep in mind, as soon as the synchro hits the board, Fleur-de-Lis will be live.
Yes. Okay.
Going for an 8.
Opting to synchro summon into an 8 here. We have a Boxia line coming down. Boxia. Chainlink 1 tie, Chainlink 2 Boxia, making sense to Chainblock Ash. Chainlink 3 Fleur-de-Lis. Sure.
No problem. Okay.
No
Cool.
problem.
So now we've gotten all information out of Jason.
Yep.
So now
Sends
Fuji
it
just
to
has
Shaddoll.
to navigate the board state. If he can clear it, I think that's a wrap.
Okay. Now, I don't know if the Boxia line was the best because now Boxia is negated, so it is no longer able to force anything out. Let's see what happens here, though. I'm sure he has to figure out the next sequence here.
Keep in mind, Fuji does not have any Destiny Hero monsters
Right.
in his graveyard either. He banished for Celestial, so none of the monsters are losing attack stats.
Also, keep in mind that, like, you know, he could have avoided the Fleur-de-Lis by using Tai to attack over Ecclesia in battle phase
Yep.
because Tai is stronger. The stat line is 18-15, so it is bigger than Ecclesia there. So is this a misplay? We're about to see pretty quickly. Is a settable card? Is it activatable? Activates a Shuna from the hand.
Gross.
Wow. I don't know if Fuji plays the Water Tenyu, which is actually super important here, but he plays
Adara. from the deck
Adhara.
then.
Wow, guys. There's actually a very insane sequence here. I don't want to leak anything, but there's a very, very crazy sequence here that, oh my goodness, if this happens.
Yeah, we are very close to the feature
Yeah.
match table. We couldn't, unfortunately, get too far
Draw
away
2
where we
here.
could be a little bit animated here. But
Okay, emergence plus some, oh my goodness. I think I saw an emergence plus something else. Emergence can't be used, though.
it has been activated this turn, yes.
Oh, it's another tie. Drew another
Okay,
tie there.
okay.
Xiaofeng comes down here. So keep in mind, guys, he's already used DP this turn, so he
He
can't.
has. He popped his SwordSoul emergence that he activated earlier. Fuji just making sure he knows what all the cards on the field do. Got to read Fleur-de-Lis at least once or twice. What do we got there?
Using-
Vashuda banished.
Banish
Bounce back
Ecclesia.
Ecclesia.
He did that to. Okay. I mean, Xiaofeng is a very problematic card to out in the Shaddoll Invoked deck, right? Because not only does Jason not have DP coming back, he has an Invocation. But, like, what monster do you even make in this position to even out the Xiaofeng?
Yeah. Also keep in mind, Jason has already used his Celestials draws too.
Exactly.
So looks like a concession.
Jason's going to concede here.
Yep. Okay.
And we're gonna
Concession
move on
from
to game
Jason.
2.
We're moving to game 2. Yeah, it looked like it was an uphill battle. As you saw, Fuji could have navigated the board a little better by getting over the Ecclesia earlier and not having to deal with the Fleur-de-Lis. If he would have been able to stick that Boxia line,
yeah, there was a
game would have been over at that point, yeah. But still able to navigate it through, clear the board, and Fuji takes down game 1. So we're going to go to game 2 here.
So yeah, the line I saw that I think was the best was to use Tide to attack Ecclesia, and then after that, you make Boxia, and then you would send Moye. You activate a Shuna from your hand, summon at Hara, and then you draw 2 cards. You can then make use Boxia's effect to pop DPE, and then summon back Moye. Moye plus the token makes Shizhao. Search, draw, and then you have Boxia plus that Hara to make a Chao Feng. So you end on Shizhao, Shizhao, Chao Feng, search a trap, and then you also have a DPE as well coming back. And then, bro, DPE pops Chao Feng next turn, just searches Ash Blossom. It's just almost an unwinnable game state. It's much more guaranteed. And I think, like, in positions where you know you can't kill your opponent, it's almost always better just to go battle phase, as simple as that, attack over and guarantee that Fleur doesn't resolve. So you just win the game. So
the thing is with SwordSoul is there's so many lines that actually come up like that that you don't normally see off the top of the bat until you start playing the deck more often. Man, Chao Feng is silly.
Yep. Chao Feng is absolutely the stones.
So Midwest Gaming Fuji taking game 1 there pretty convincingly. Gonna see how he sides up against the Shaddoll Invoked. Both of these decks still insane after the ban list. Protoss being gone kind of hurts, but Fuji's list is playing a little bit different anyways with the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. I like Fuji's list.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm not on, bro, that man is playing 1 Pot of Desires in it. I don't know about that one, dude. I don't know about that.
We got,
he loves it. He loves it, though.
Got Cam in Fuji's corner right there. See him a little bit. Hanging out there, vibing, taking notes. Can you maybe put the round somewhere? Yeah,
it
I
is
think
round
we can add
2.
It
I think I can add
title.
it.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
I'll add it. No problem.
So just picked up the source of decks. So definitely going to learn a lot. Yeah, 100%. One of those really technical decks that can, that scales up as you get better with the game. So I highly recommend, learning how to play that deck for sure.
I don't think I'm bad at the game necessarily, but Pac, you always come up with these wild plays that I never see off the bat too. So
hey, man.
There's always something you can do with that.
Oh,
deck.
and we got
the list.
The stacked of deck list, guys.
I think we have 200 players today. That was the count I ended up with.
Yo, this is a half fat. Yo, this is a stack,
fat, bro. I don't know if I want to dig for Fuji all the way through this 200 stack list. It'll be.
I'm not trying to swear. I already know his list.
Yeah.
He's playing like the triple tie. His size into the third blackout. Like I said, very more control.
Oh, we got Jason's list actually. Just came up on top here, so we can take a little look at it.
Ooh, I think pretty standard, right? Nothing absurd.
Oh, he's playing Decree in the side deck. Oh my god, the spice.
Oh my god, guys.
He
triple roll Decree.
Yeah, get this, chat. He cut Cosmic Cyclone
when
for
the
triple
Decree is royal. Man, I definitely want to see that card flip today.
Me too, bro. Everything else looks pretty standard for the most part, though, I think. Nothing too out of line, crazy. The 2 Nadir Servant, rest in peace.
Yep, I think so far Jason has a very standard list. He's usually going to play Effect Veiler, which I personally don't think it's very strong in this format. But I do see it in his list. It's a light monster, so it may have some versatility. But it is scary.
Main deck Shaddolls. There are no Shaddolls in this main deck. It is just straight Alistar.
You lied to me. No.
Yeah. Susu literally talking about Madolche plays as if anybody cares.
We have Alistar summoning Makaba. After that, Nadir gets dropped down. Wow. It seems like Nadir almost never went to 2. YuGiOh! All right, standard lines here. We got Nadir Servant. Oh, I think that's a hard draw on Maximus. Yeah.
No, I think he added it.
Oh, really? Why would you not add Ecclesia there?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he had the Maximus I saw.
Okay.
Maybe he already has an Ecclesia in hand or something.
Oh, the Imperm coming down on the Maximus. The patience on Fuji, not caring about the Alistar, but instead opting to use Impermanence on the Maximus in order to guarantee that Jason does not have access to the Shaddoll lines and the window. Oh, wait. Jason chains his Makaba, pitching if there can only be one. I mean, trade a Floodgate for another.
Sometimes you just have it. Yeah, you got to pitch the trap from your hand. Got to make sure the plays go
Trade a Flood for another Flood, eh?
So as we were talking about, Fuji
He's playing 40 cards with DP in his deck. I like it a lot.
He was not playing the Shathana.
He does not play the Shatana, and I think that was like, I mean, it's not necessary, especially because.
Oh, I don't think this is it. This is not. Is this?
Oh, that's not the right person.
Yeah, this is not him.
That's not the right person, actually.
I was gonna say that's pretty whack. Double Dark Rule in the main deck, crazy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Tikaboo be stronger? I mean, resolving the Maximus puts him pretty far ahead too, and being able to get Titaniclad.
He gets a Tinaclad, which is so he gets a search of hand trap and adds back Schism. So I think Jason thinks that is better, but I don't know because. So the thing with sending Omega against like the Shaddoll Invoked deck is very powerful because not only does it forces out Schism by activating Omega to target their like construct or something, and then it turns on Imperm as an out to Winda when it normally isn't, right? So let's see how Jason tries to figure out. Or let's see how Fujin plays his hand out to beat this.
Just examining the graveyard there, see what he can do.
I think we see his hand a little bit and. Oh, he plays Book of Eclipse? Is that Book of Eclipse? One second.
That is Eclipse, I think. That's crazy.
That is definitely Book of Eclipse.
That is 100% Eclipse. That's nuts.
That is a very crazy card. So we're seeing the tech come down here. We were talking about that last night. Man, what a crazy, crazy card.
Gotta find out when he wants to spring it. Probably when this window hits.
I mean, the Omega effect here will force out the Schism here, which allows him to,
hit him with the Eclipse.
Jason here contemplates his actions because he does have Makaba to negate Omega.
He does.
He does have that as an option. So let's see how he plays it out.
He's going to let it go. He's going to let that App Cologne go back to the deck.
Wait, so I'm kind of confused now. So why would he use Makaba to pitch the trap to negate Imperm if you're not going to use Schism? I'm kind of confused on this sequence. Is there 2 Shaddolls in the graveyard?
No, there is just a construct in the graveyard now. App Cologne was the other Shaddoll.
Oh, wait, so there's still 2 Shaddolls, so it doesn't matter.
What's the other
That's
one?
why. I don't actually.
I don't think there's another one. I think
you
that's
sure?
just there's just construct in the graveyard.
Oh, he has Construct and Tinaclad. There wasn't another Shaddol, right?
No, so he doesn't need one. So he banishes the dark to make Winda. So he just banishes the Tinaclad.
Oh, okay, so he still has Construct and Tinaclad. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So his Schism is still alive.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you. Sorry, chat. Okay, so Emergence here searches I'm assuming maybe a tie, right? Tie is usually like really good in these type of positions that are ignition effects. Fix the title.
Oh, what the heck?
Okay.
I fixed that before we went live. Okay, this is PPGX. Thank you. Man, anybody in chat could have told us it wasn't Monday. Okay.
/ Grand Creators.
All right, I have updated the title. Should be different now.
Yeah, and there's so Fuji's actually opting to main deck Book of Eclipse in his deck.
He's maining it. Oh, that's nuts.
And he's also playing the triple tie, like I mentioned, multiple blackouts. Oh no, yeah, one blackout actually. Sorry.
I like that Eclipse main deck. That's crazy.
Yeah, Fuji won game 1. This is game 2.
And the 3 E-Telly, of course, too.
Triple emergency teleport. Very powerful card.
Freshly at 3, too, by the way.
So we got normal summon Taya here, and then special summon Ecclesia.
Here comes the
All
window.
of a sudden, the window comes down here, but does that matter?
I don't think it's going to matter in the face of this Book of Eclipse that's about to come down.
Yeah.
I'm going to flip up the whole board.
Oh my God, Fuji has an insane line, but we'll see how he proceeds his play. But I think he has a very good line here to clear this board. Let's see how he goes about it. $11 minutes left on the clock. Let's see it.
Keep in mind, Fuji is up a game here. Activating
Link 1,
Chaining Eclipse.
Chain Books of Eclipse.
Makaba negate.
Ooh, and he has the spell.
Ooh, that
And
is
I think that'll be a
filthy.
concession. Game 3 should be happening soon.
Yep,
Yes.
there's the quick concede right there.
Man.
Game 3. That was fierce.
That was insane. Fuji was definitely, you know.
He had the correct line there, I think, though.
Yep,
Tribute to
that was
Ecclesia and
exactly.
Chain, and that was it. But
Yep.
just had the called by the grave, the pitch from hand.
Yep.
All right, moving on to game 3. Both players 1-1 here.
Which book did the SwordSoul player activate? It's called Book of Eclipse.
Book of Eclipse is a
So,
quick play spell card, which
yeah.
flips all monsters face down, even including yours. And then during the end phase, they flip up, and then your opponent will draw a card for each monster flipped face up.
Yep. Yeah, so the Makaba uses negate to negate it the Book of Eclipse by pitching a call by the grave for cost. Makaba, like, negates a card of the same type by pitching a card of the same type. That's exactly what it did. He held call by the grave in the hand.
Yeah, that was a crazy
Very,
read,
very
yeah.
well played here from Jason. Definitely not making it easy.
Now, Fuji does
Very,
have the
very
advantage. He
well.
gets to decide if he wants to go first or second here, too.
Yep. Choosing not to hold. Wow, choosing to hold by his only spell in his hand to play around it. Man, he got rewarded. And here we go, game 3.
Mekaba isn't only a monster to gate. No, sir. No, sir.
All right. Let's see. They have to decide very fast. There's 9 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. So
Where do you see that clock at?
it's right there on the stream. I put my phone on there.
Oh, I'm literally blind.
Blind Omega lol. Yeah, there's another sequence there where he goes, like, the play I saw initially was actually go Ecclesia plus Taya into Abaxia, force out 2 cards, and then if your opponent chains Flare, you chain Book of Eclipse. But that was still a losing, because he has the spell negate. But that still wasn't winning though. Like, the Book of Eclipse through Boxia still wasn't a winning line, but that was something that I saw initially. And then afterwards, like, I saw the same line that Fuji did with the Ecclesia, but then the issue was there was just a Makaba negate on the spell. I think the Ecclesia line was actually just better because it allows him to, like, still play the game and make a Synchro 8, and all his opponent's monsters are booked. But, I mean, unfortunately, holding the spell there was crazy.
Is Eclipse whole board or opponents? I'm pretty sure it's the
Both
entire
players.
board.
Yeah, UCT both players.
All right, about 8.5 minutes left. Players shuffling up. Out. Go game 3 here. Let's see who takes the pilot seat goes first.
All right. Fuji's going to have to go first, but keep in mind, guys, Protoss is banned. Good riddance, I guess. But we start off with the Shuna here.
Strong.
Okay. I think in this matchup, I think, like, if I was in Fuji's position, I would choose and opt to side out the DP package because it's actually not that great in the mirror match. Or, like,
There's a lot of matchups where the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer package actually doesn't become as viable, and it's actually putting maybe a couple more, 4 more cards it would be at this point. 4 more better side deck cards into the deck might be a little better.
Ash on the Ashuna here. I guess Jason is very scared of the Chao Fang. And Jason might telegraph that he might still have a Nibru as well. Stopping a Chao Fang line means that, like, Fuji might overcommit into a Nibru.
I think that's a Taya on the board right there.
I believe so as well. Oh, is he opting to go into an Anaconda? No way. Oh, that was
Ogre.
That was
Okay.
Ogre. Is he making Baron? Sorry, guys, for the glare. I couldn't tell that was Ogre. Oh, is this Baron coming down, or is this Fibrax? If it's Fibrax, definitely used the wrong cards, in my opinion. Oh, Anaconda. Coming down here.
Gonna pay the 2 off of the Anaconda.
Yep. Okay.
No Valor or Imperm from Jason. It's gonna stick the DPE.
All right. You have a set back row, which could be like multiple things. Blackout is an option. Hard drawn, right? Okay.
I'm gonna link. Hold on.
I'm gonna. All right.
Got a little bit of crowd behind the players here, watching everything unfold. Ecclesia, looks like Jason elects not to activate the effect.
No effect here. Wow. Fusion Destiny.
Okay.
Jason's trying to do as much damage as possible. Makes sense. Actually, I see. 6 minutes left on the clock, boys. See what?
I still think 6 minutes is more than enough time to let an entire game unfold, though.
Yep.
I don't think we're quite at the point where getting in relevant damage is going to matter.
It's also the fact that when you summon DP, there's a card on the board to pop with.
Correct.
So
yeah.
that you know, if like it doesn't happen, well, you don't get like punished by going DP, chain DP, and you don't have a card to pop on your side of the field, right? So makes sense here. Let's see what happens. Nadir. Oh my god.
Why? Jason opens
I want to
stones.
throw up. I want to throw up. This is absolutely the stones here. I personally would activate Fusion Destiny first, then normal Ecclesia, and then activate effect, and then bait something out, and then activate Nadir. Like that would be my particular sequence, but maybe Jason's thinking of something, like thinking like there's a reason why I did the order this way. Sends and Tis here, very beautiful. Oh, actually, no. Normal summon Ecclesia. No, yeah. Active Fusion doesn't want Ecclesia. I think that would. I don't know. We'll see.
Like you said earlier, I think he made it valued having the Ecclesia on board, though.
Yeah, in
have
order
a
to
card
pop with. Yeah.
That's the only reason I could see he makes that
Yeah.
one.
Adds Maximus here, but will not be able to summon it, unfortunately. It's not a Dark Destiny hero. Is the Blackout coming down here? DP Chainlink 1. Blackout Chainlink 2 would be absolutely insane here.
Is that Blackout?
Imperm on the DP here. I like that. Four minutes left on the clock. Has to play it faster.
Jason going in for the attack over the Anaconda. Again, pushing that damage through here.
2,000. He's going to have to play very fast to
Fuji's got to work
hella
quick to be
damage.
able to make some damage.
I think Jason just telegraphed that he has a Fleur de Lis right, right? Because why would you not add Flare in this position? So you have a negate on your opponent's turn, right? DP will activate his effect here, I'm assuming, to pop the Monk
There it is.
and the Ecclesia.
And he lets it go. Okay.
So how much damage did he take there? It was 25 on the 2, so he takes about 25. He takes 16, extra 1,600.
Thanks, bro. I should probably keep track of that.
Yep, onwards.
Okay.
All right, Dasher effect. He has to play really fast here.
Fuji's got to make
As
quick
draws an
gains.
Ecclesia off
That's
the
a big
Dasher.
draw. Big
Okay.
draw.
Special summon. Okay. Standby phase. DP comes back. Okay. All right. Now, very, very good here. Just have to play really fast. 2 minutes, 47 seconds. Fuji's going to have to think of his steps. Guys, this is where the
that's a
best of the
set
best
pass.
players.
Here comes Celestial for
Celestial
2 cards.
Activating draw 2. Ash comes down here or no? Oh, wait. Think. Ash comes down here. Okay. I see. You have a Vishuda to force out the DP at any point in time as well. I think Fuji should quickly recognize that sequence as well. There's a bunch of options here. Fuji has to play quickly to win here. There's 2 minutes left on the clock, so pressure's on the line. Let's see what he comes up with. He sees the Vishuda line. He sees it. Okay, Vishuda comes down. Perfect. Now targeting DP. Jason has to chain his own DP. And then Fuji can then chain his own DP as well to make sure that that DP does not resolve to pop a card on the field. The Ash did get baited already. Unfortunately, Fuji will have to activate Ecclesia here to go for damage. Taya comes down. All right. Fuji's shuffling his deck quite longer than normal. I would use Taya effect here. Come on. Banish it. Let's see it.
Get his token.
Token.
Yep. Make an 8.
All right.
I think this should be enough no matter what 8 he makes to bridge the gap here. Just got to go battle phase and not run into like Fleur de Lis or something like that.
Fleur de Lis can't summon itself to block an attack, actually. So
He can only
it's not
summon in main
simple.
phase, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's already activated Destroy Phoenix of Force or 2.
He has, yes. I think I
think I saw it.
See a
That's
good,
it. Yep, that's it.
I think he can get out of this still.
Crunch time for Fuji here. He's at 1 minute left.
Yeah, I think he should have made Berserk. I think he's just caught that mistake. Yeah, I'm seeing different options here. Without Protos, this is not going to be easy. He has to think about it. Will we see the line? Banish Blackout from the deck. Fleur here.
There he is. Big fleur-de-lis.
Fleur that comes down. Okay.
Defense position.
Oh, it's not enough. There's
That's
not enough.
and that's
Yep,
going to be a
it's not
game there
enough.
because Jason's just going to pass back, and with 10 seconds left on the clock, he can do whatever he wants. And it will not be enough to be able to bridge the gap for game. Yep. Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Literally can just like twiddle his thumbs for 3 seconds, and that's a wrap.
Yep.
Yep, there's the handshake. Damn. Very, very good match, though, all things considered. That was a very close match. We only reached it to Game 3, and the Game 2 was pretty quick. However, that was pretty good. Hard to say who had the most advantageous position at the end of it there. I think Fuji had a little bit more cards to work with. But, yeah. I feel like if Fuji maybe made Berserker was Berserker a way to deal with Fleur-de-lis? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I just told Fuji, if you made Berserker there, you can just Berserker Fleur and then you attack game.
Yeah, that's game.
Yep.
Wait, is that game? Yeah, that's game.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Berserker would have came in clutch there. But, I mean, in most scenarios, too, when you're not in a time crunch situation, I guess Shisha would be a correct play.
Yeah. Exactly. At the same time, I think DP should have popped a place in draw phase too. So I don't know. I agree with that, Lund. I do agree that should have happened as well. But
so Jason Leonard ended up taking it down. 2-1 in time limit there.
Yeah.
With his Shaddoll Invoked deck. Not really Shaddoll Invoked. It's mostly just Invoked with Shaddoll cards.
Right.
But two really good players too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder how
that was a
Jeff
really
is
good game.
doing.
I think there's a couple things that as a player looking at the game should have recognized. For example, when he went Nadir, sent in Tis, and added Maximus, it telegraphed like the Fleur, like I was mentioning, and it was one of those cards that you have to immediately think of when like why do your opponent plays the way they do. And so I think like if you make that read, the Berserker there would be like an instant reaction to like make there to like win the game, right? So I think that was like really important as well. And definitely with the time limit, there was definitely like a couple misplays, but that's normal, I would say.
Yeah.
It's not easy to play under time limit, so
there's a certain
happens
pressure
for
to
sure.
it too. It's like it's a thing is like your game's on the line, and you have it's not going to win a game fairly. Sometimes you have to like make the cards that are just going to be able to deal with certain situations just put damage in. Sometimes you can't win through the damage, but winning in time limit is still a win nonetheless.
Yep.
So yeah, Midwest Gaming's Fuji takes a loss there, but he is still very much in the tournament. There are still several rounds to go here. I'm pretty sure there's 8 rounds.
Eight
today.
rounds.
Eight
Yeah.
rounds today, 200 players. So hoping to see a lot more players at top tables playing some fresh decks. I still want to try to get Prank Brave on or something like that. I want to try to find something. So
Yo, chat, what do you guys want to see next? You guys want to see Prank Brave, some more PK Brave? What do you guys want to see?
or do you want to just see top table?
Yeah.
Top table's fine too, but we've been trying to pick up some of the new stuff. A lot of luxury players have been picking up newer decks. So those are the people we tend to stray towards because they're the ones that are playing all the new cards, and I want to check those out.
Yep. Prank, Try, Mystic Mine, Prank.
I got a lot of Prank.
All right, we'll put Cam on next round.
We will put Cam on next round.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
07.
Oh, by the way, Slim YGO, big king, man. We'll be back shortly, okay? Don't go anywhere.